Some of the best parts about spring here in southern Delaware are the local farmers markets. I'm here at a local favorite, the Little Wagon Produce, where I'm going to introduce you to the family and what they have to offer. I'm your host, Justin Yon, for The American Dream. Let's go take a look. First things first, how did the Little Wagon come to be what it is today?
Little Wagon started around 1989, 1988. It was a 4-H project. We started with growing squash and cucumbers and watermelons and cantaloupes, and we started growing extras and putting it on a picnic table at the end of our lane. And we had a money jar, and then our neighbor down the road had a produce stand, and they started asking us to grow produce for them, and we grew watermelons, cantaloupes, and sweet corn for them. And then as it got a little bigger and a little bigger, we needed a little more space and a covered wagon for it, so we put the wagon down there. And as kids were refilling the things up, the customers would stop to us, and we had no name on it. The customers would stop and tell us that they always tell their friends and neighbors to stop at the Little Wagon on the way to the beach. And that's where the name come from. And from there, it's expanded into buildings and greenhouses and coolers and refrigerated products, and it's been 30 plus years now. So,
what do you love most about being in the Greenwood, Bridgeville community here?
It's a very close-knit community. I've grown up here all my life. We know everybody, both towns, Greenwood, Bridgeville. We were heavily involved when we had kids in Little League, and a lot of the local people come out, so kind of know everybody. And it's a very nice, you go to church in the same area, and everybody's kind of friendly and get along real well. So it's a nice community to be home in. So both towns do real well. We attract people from Ridgeville and Greenwood, and also as far away as Milford and Denton. We get a lot that come over the line from Denton. So we're in a nice area here. We're close to several different towns. It's not too far away. And being out where we are, we're not as high priced as you would be at some of your beach markets. And it's an advantage and a disadvantage. It's advantages for people buying. It's a disadvantage for us because we can't charge as much as you could at a beach town. It's just the closer you are to a beach town, the higher you can raise your rates.
Absolutely. What does the future hold for the Little Wagon, and what do you see as something that's going to happen in the future, near future, maybe 10, 15 years down the road?
We're staying here as long as we can. We like doing the work that we're doing. It's something I've done all my life. I don't know if I'd know what else to do if I didn't do this. There's several challenges down the road. Labor costs right now are very, very hard on small businesses and especially farms. So everybody's wanting $15, $18 an hour, and that's very hard for a small business to absorb some of that. We're working on it. We're trying to add things to the stand that make it more accessible and have different things. We have kids events here. We just had one yesterday for Mother's Day, getting ready for Mother's Day where the kids could come and plant a flower and get something, try to draw people here. We've added restrooms. We now have standalone restrooms where in the past we've had porta potties. Customers say they love it. It's nice. We've got a little play area out there. We're trying to redesign it a little bit, come up with a pavilion maybe. We've got a storage area that we've added on the end that maybe we could have an event in or two if it ever comes to that. Just trying to add different things, trying to look to what people are interested in. We used to all be a cash-only business. Now I'd say 75 to 80% of our business is credit card. So we added credit card machines because that's what we needed to be able to stay in business.
Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to stopping by to get some flowers and later on
produce yep.
Produce for the summer.
We're here till Halloween.
It sounds good. Thank you. This is what makes Greenwood, Delaware so very special. Places like the Little Wagon Produce, where it's not about the produce, it's about the connections with the local people and supporting local families. I'm your host, Justin Yon, for American Dream. And until next time, remember, live your American dream.